Amanda Ellis recently held an enlightening discussion on menopause, providing a deep dive into the topic with a unique blend of holistic and spiritual insights. In her comprehensive talk, Amanda emphasized the importance of understanding menopause not only through its physical manifestations, but also from energetic and spiritual perspectives. Her approach welcomed both men and women to gain a better grasp of this inevitable phase of life, highlighting its universality and significance. Amanda began her presentation by stressing the importance of a holistic approach to menopause, advocating for strategies that encompass care for the body, mind, and spirit. She discussed alternative methods to hormone replacement therapy, HRT, which include lifestyle adjustments, herbal remedies, and mindfulness practices aimed at alleviating the symptoms naturally. Her discussion was enriched by personal anecdotes and experiences that illustrated the practical benefits of these non-prescription methods. Throughout her session, Amanda portrayed menopause as a transformative period, a time of metamorphosis that women should embrace rather than fear. She argued that this stage offers a profound opportunity for self-realization and becoming the person one was always meant to be. This view of menopause as a positive, transformative experience challenges the more common narratives that focus on loss of youth, fertility, and vitality. Addressing the historical context, Amanda reflected on how menopause awareness has evolved significantly in recent years. She noted that unlike our mothers and grandmothers, who had very little information and support, women today have access to a plethora of resources. However, she also acknowledged that with this information overload comes confusion, often with conflicting advice that can overwhelm rather than assist. Amanda shared personal stories, including one about her mother's sudden thrust into menopause following a hysterectomy, which underscored the lack of preparation and awareness in previous generations. These anecdotes serve to highlight the veil of silence that historically surrounded menopause, a topic often dismissed or ignored in public and private conversations. Further discussing cultural attitudes, Amanda critiqued the norm of just getting on with it that pervaded her mother's and grandmother's generations. She advocated for breaking this cycle of silence and initiating open, honest dialogues about menopause. By bringing these discussions into the open, Amanda hopes to foster a more supportive environment for women transitioning through this phase. On a personal note, Amanda expressed her own initial resistance to accepting menopause. She described feeling overwhelmed by the changes and unwilling to associate with the aging process. However, she eventually came to terms with menopause, recognizing it as a natural part of life that should be met with acceptance rather than denial. Amanda also touched upon the emotional and physical yearnings that can accompany menopause, such as the desire for motherhood or the mourning of fertility's end. She suggested that in many indigenous and ancient cultures, significant life transitions like menopause were marked with rites of passage that acknowledged their importance and provided communal support, practices largely absent in modern Western cultures. In her call to action, Amanda emphasized the need for ceremonial practices to honor the transition into menopause. She encouraged personal rituals like journaling, reflection, and gathering with peers to share experiences and wisdom. Such practices, she believes, can help women appreciate and reflect on their life stages, making the journey through menopause a more celebrated and respected passage. Towards the end of her talk, Amanda revisited the idea of societal expectations and biases against aging. She challenged stereotypes that depict aging as a decline, advocating instead for a view that recognizes the beauty, wisdom, and continued potential of life post-menopause. By embracing aging as a privilege and celebrating each year of life, she believes that society can shift towards a more inclusive and respectful understanding of older women. In conclusion, Amanda Ellis's discussion on menopause was not only informative, but also transformative, urging a re-evaluation of how society perceives and talks about menopause. Her holistic and spiritually enriched approach offers a new narrative, one that sees menopause not as an end, but as a significant new beginning in the life of every woman. Through her talk, Amanda hopes to inspire continued dialogue and change, fostering an environment where menopause is embraced with enthusiasm and respect, and where the wisdom of aging is celebrated rather than stigmatized.